Hello, Align fam, and welcome to another solo series episode where I discuss a commonly asked question. And this foundation is what I use with all my coaching clients as a base. And then I tailor, custom their journey based on what they want to achieve and their goals. But this is a good base point for anyone who wants to work on self concept and confidence. Obviously, a very, very important topic, and it's something that we don't always discuss so openly. But I think the way that you see yourself dictates what you experience, what you achieve, how happy you are, how content you are with life. So today I'm going to focus on three areas, which is first, what is self concept? Secondly, is your unique purpose. And third, being self reflection for growth. So, self concept, just to dive right in, is do you believe that you're worthy? Do you believe that you're kind? Do you believe that you're unique? How do you see yourself? That's self concept. And if you don't have a high self concept, you're not going to go for that person that you really like. You're not going to go for that career. You're not going to give yourself permission to go for it, right? When people are critical of you, people say things about you, you really do let it in because you don't have a sense of inner confidence, right? So that's what self concept is. And one exercise I share with all my clients is there are times that you're just going to get out in a funk, right? You should get ahead of that funk where every day you do something to remind yourself of how amazing you are. So, what I encourage everyone to do is in the morning, during the day, maybe spend 5 to 10 minutes to go over all the things that you really like about yourself, that you're proud about yourself. And if that's hard for you to kind of find out, maybe think about what you get complimented a lot to start. And then over time, you'll kind of have an inner compass of what you think makes you great. But I would spend 5 to 10 minutes, on a piece of paper or on your phone so you can always refer back to in the notes section. What are the things that you love about yourself? And then have that sheet, those lists available. And every day, before you go about your day, you remind yourself of these amazing qualities about you. And obviously, when you're going through a tough time, when you're going through a rough patch, always revisit this list and add to it as you've discovered new things about yourself. It's really important to remember that you all bring something unique to the table and to remember the self-worth that you have. If you don't really have a high self-concept about yourself, I really encourage you to do the inner work. You can get workshops, workbooks, you can work with a therapist, you work with a coach, but how you see yourself dictates your reality. So it's extremely, extremely important. Second thing is, your unique purpose. I say unique because let's just back up. You need to realize how it is an absolute miracle that you were alive. It's like 1 in 1 billion or even less of a chance for the right egg and the right sperm to meet the right time and those specific two to come together to make you. Like the fact that you are alive is a miracle and you don't think there's a unique reason why you are here. You have to own that you bring something different to the table. You have a different contribution. And I think it's really important to own your unique purpose because you see a lot of times, especially in career or maybe even dating too, you see a lot of competition. You sometimes I feel people are always, they feel they're in competition with the world. There's no one who can do you like you, right? The way you do things, how you carry yourself, only you do that so uniquely. So you have to embrace and adore what you bring to the table. And you have to get really clear about what your purpose is and how, you should be focused on your purpose here on mission and stop worrying about everyone else. So again, when you have a very core sense of self or inner self concept, you're less wobbly and you're less concerned about the outside opinions of you because you're already so sure about your purpose, who you are, and your unique gifts. And I think that's really important. For those of you who are like, oh, maybe I don't know what my unique purpose is. How do I get it? I did a whole episode on embracing your gifts or owning your gifts, which is basically about an exercise of how you can figure out what your unique gift is and the careers that you should pursue based on that exercise. So highly recommend you looking at that episode. To dive a little bit deeper about, not being competition, there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human, a perfect way to do something. Think about any idol of yours. Nobody has had a completely untouchable career where they've never had experienced any failure, never gone through anything, never had any mishaps. If you look or talk to any movie producer, any screenwriter, anyone who writes stories for a living, right? The one thing they always say to you is the main character is never perfect. There's always some sort of flaw. There's certain things they have to go through, like a hero's journey. You know why? People love rooting for your growth. People love rooting for those who need to overcome things because it's relatable. We all go through things. We all have a shared commonality, which is human life and the vastness of the good and the bad, the light and the darkness. So embrace and just know that you're never going to be perfect and you should never aim for perfect. You should aim to be the most authentic version of you. And the last part I would say, about what, yes, there is no perfect and you should be you, but I'm also really big on growth. I'm a coach because I'm obsessed with human potential and how we can constantly become better and more efficient and more loving and more on purpose. I just love to see how far human potential can go in a positive way. So if you think about confidence, you get confident about something that you're good at, right? Or you feel like, oh, it's easy for me, comes for a breeze for me. How do you get confident though? You get confident by practice, by doing it, by learning, by trying, by experimenting. So the biggest thing to help build your confidence is to constantly learn ways to grow, how to stretch yourself, how to get better. It's by acquiring skills. And when you start accomplishing things and you start seeing milestones, you build more confidence. So I think it's amazing to start every day with inner confidence and a belief that you can achieve whatever you put your mind to. And that is literally reality. At the same time, always be growing, always be working. And the more you're in motion and moving towards your goals, and you're seeing some sort of progress, the more confident you're going to get. It's kind of like for anyone who's ever started working out the gym or wanted to lose weight. Once you start seeing the weight melt off, or you start seeing results, or you feel more energetic, you start eating more healthy, you feel differently and look differently, you're more motivated to keep going. You're more confident, right? So always find ways to develop a skill set, learn new things about yourself. And I would share that this is what I do every single day and what I encourage most of my clients to do the same as well. Again, it's a customized journey, but for most of them, this is what I suggest as well. Every single day, I do something to enhance these buckets in my life. First is health and fitness. Second is my mental health, my confidence, and my peace. Third is wealth, income, or investing. So immediate or long term. Fourth is my love life, whether it be being more open to meeting potential suitors or deepening a bond. That's fourth. Fifth would be relationships. It could be friendships, family, you name it, but deepening those relationships, deepening client relationships. Next is building new relationships, expanding my network. Then I also work on adventure or learning. Like for me, I love learning. So that's my sense of adventure. But if yours is like getting on a bike ride, do that. But a sense of expansion is another area I work on every day. And last is so, so important. And I did a whole episode on this about embracing your inner child and the lessons learned from your inner child. Every day I do something that just makes me happy. It's just for pure joy. It doesn't need to have like a productive reason behind it. It just makes me feel happy. When you're happy and you're in flow, you're more creative, you have better ideas, you relax, you kind of reset your mind for the day. It's so important to do something for yourself every single day. We are always answering the world. We're always answering our colleagues, our teammates, our family, our friends, our partners that you can't pour from an empty cup. So I'm really big on every day, do something fun for yourself. And those kind of, but that's kind of like all the key things that I work on every day. But I'm really big on growth. That's how you build a confidence. So just to wrap up, we discussed confidence, the importance of it, and the three areas within confidence we reviewed today with self-concept, which is how you view yourself, why that's important. Second is owning your unique purpose and how to discover it. And lastly is growing and self-reflecting and always finding ways to improve, to constantly build that confidence. So I hope that helps. Would love to hear what resonates the most with you. And please do share what helped you, what other tips and tricks you may have with the Align community, because all of us are always trying to grow, become better, and there's always new methodologies that we can learn from. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you at the next episode.